Okay, I'm so sick and tired of dealing with you, Roxy. You're so annoying, and I hate seeing your ugly face around the house. Here's my plan. You really need to get this through your thick skull of yours, okay? You need to leave the house immediately and never come back here. So start packing your things now.
Whoa, Stacy, just hold on a minute, okay? Where on earth did this come from? You want me to leave immediately? But why? I don't understand. After all, if you kick me out of this house, I'll have nowhere to go. You don't really want that for me, do you? That's not fair at all, Stacy. There's nowhere for me to stay around here.
How am I supposed to know what to do about that, huh? That's not my problem. I just want you to go. I don't really care if you have to live on the street or whatever. Hey, what I'm gonna do is toss all of your belongings into the garden so you can fetch it. After that, you can just disappear forever. It's like you never existed.
Please, just stop this. Don't just throw my things into the garden. I've got some really valuable things of mine that are quite fragile and I don't need them damaged. Look, I've got some really important tools that I use for my work and there's a lot there that I don't want moved or tossed outside, okay? It costs a lot of money to replace otherwise.
What? Work tools? What on earth are you talking about? I really don't care about that. Your work tools isn't that stupid drawing set that you have, is it? You've been staying in this house all this time, insisting that what you're actually doing is work, right? Ugh, I feel so sorry for Father and Jerry for having to put up with you. Wow.
You've got no idea what I even do for a living, Stacy. What I have is a decent job and it pays well, so stop dissing what I do, for goodness sake.
Okay, chill out, Roxy. Look, I don't really give a crap. All I want is for you to get out of this house, so just leave already. Will you please stop ruining things for me? It's getting rather annoying. I need you out right now because I'm pregnant and I'll need more space for when I have this baby. So just do as I say.
I suppose you're just acting with your own interests in mind. Was this your plan the entire time? Fine, if this is what you want to happen, Stacy, so be it. I'll give you what you want. I'll leave. Just please give me some more time to sort some things out. You can't just spring this on me, okay? Just give me an extra week.
Are you kidding me? I can't live in the same house as you for another week. That's just physically impossible for me to do. I'm going to be returning home soon to have this baby, okay? I don't need to have my baby breathing the same air as you when it's born. It doesn't need to be exposed to you and how annoying you are.
Must you really be so horrible to me, Stacy? I haven't done anything to deserve this. I have been nothing but nice to you, and the things you're saying is going too far.
All I'm saying is what I know is true. It's so nice to have a fake nice girl like you around to pick on. This is my family house, and I can do whatever I like to you. I don't want my child growing up with an annoying auntie like you hanging around. They just don't need your energy around them.
But I've got every right to be here. You can't just do something like this to me. If I leave here, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to move my stuff?
Okay, those things you have no need to worry about, Roxy. I've already organized your accommodation. Don't threat. I did it properly. I guess you won't be on the street after all.
Huh? What are you talking about? Wow, you obviously had this plan for a while, haven't you? Are you actually being serious right now?
Of course! I'm dead serious, Roxy. I got you a place. I got you a luxurious storage room for you to live in for the rest of your natural-born life.
Excuse me? Did you say that you've gotten a storage room for me to live in? Are you crazy? Do you really think I'll even be able to fit my whole life in a storage room? I can't believe that a storage room was the first thing you thought of when it came to kicking me out and needing somewhere else to live.
Well, I may be kicking you out, but I'm not that horrible. A storage room would be completely suitable for you and the things you own. You're a complete burden to this family, and I just wanted you out as soon as possible. You understand, right? You should be lucky that I'm doing something nice for you instead of being selfish.
Okay, yeah, what you're doing is still pretty selfish. There's no doubt about that, Stacy. So what's going to happen to the room I'm in then?
Well, of course, you know that I've decided to take it over and use it as my own, right? Once I return home to have this baby, my brother is going to give up his room so I can have it. It's only natural for me to do that since I'm kicking you out of that room. He doesn't need it anymore. My brother also told me to sleep in the storeroom. I'm not planning on doing that. I need my own space, so would you hurry up and clean out the room so that I can move in? Saves me doing it since I'm very pregnant now.
You've got to be kidding me right now. I can't believe this is happening to me. Stacy, you can't do this to me. But, well, I get it. I should have known you'd do something like this eventually.
I don't care for what you've got to say to me anymore, Roxy. Just get out of my house and get out of my brother's life. Please leave immediately, okay?
Oh my God, Roxy, are you there? I've been trying to get hold of you for a while. I'm really sorry about what's going on, okay? I didn't know what to do. I really wanted to stop her from what she was doing. But it's really difficult to go against anything my sister says. You understand that, right?
Oh, really now? Come on, Jerry. What's going on here? Why is she doing this to me? There's no reason for me to get kicked out of the room. Why aren't you resisting what she's doing?
I really don't know why. I just have trouble standing up to her, you know? I guess it's because you're weak-minded. After all, my sister's older, so she's able to show her leadership more. Not that it's a good thing or anything, but I guess that's why things have ended up this way.
You think it's because of bad luck? Are you serious right now, Jerry? I was hoping that you'd protect me and stand up for me against Stacy. Why haven't you?
I mean, it's easier said than done when it's against my sister. She's just so forceful. But if you're saying things like that to me, shouldn't you have stood up for yourself too?
I'm not surprised at your response, considering she told me that you and my own father-in-law helped move my things out into the garden. I can't believe you both right now. How am I supposed to stand up for myself when it's basically 3 people against little old me, Jerry? How could you both do this to me?
I don't know. I was just doing what Stacy told me to do because otherwise she'd get really angry and you don't want to see her angry. I felt so bad having to do that, and I feel really bad that I'm helping you get kicked out, Roxy. But now you understand how helpless you are, right?
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? That I'm at the point of no return? That there's no point in helping your own wife, Jerry? Are you kidding me?
I don't know, Roxy. Maybe this is a good time to think about how you can fix that weak-minded personality of yours. Take this as an opportunity to change yourself. That's how humans grow, you know? From the bad experiences that they're going through. I'm sure that you'll be better off after moving out.
What on earth are you saying, Jerry? I can't understand where this is coming from at all. This happened because I'm immature and can't handle difficult people?
Well, that's not entirely it, Roxy. It's better to be able to protect yourself in case of an emergency, right? If you think about today, for example, it was a difficult situation and you can grow from that. I think this happening is going to make you feel better in the long run because you'll be stronger and be able to see what happens when you don't stand up for yourself.
I can't believe that you're telling me this right now, Jerry. You think what you're saying is a good thing? I'm about to be kicked out of the house for no reason. Fine, whatever. I don't want to fight about this anymore. If I can't rely on you anymore, then I won't, even though you're supposed to be my husband.
There's no need to act like that towards me when there's not much I can do about it. Roxy, just try to not think about the negative, okay?
Excuse me? What on earth are you talking about now, Jerry? How can I not talk negatively considering what's happening to me right now?
Just whatever you do, don't try and get revenge because it's not going to do you or anyone any good. My father and I are also wanting to visit my sister. It's just things have gotten so much worse since our mother passed away, and we don't need any other problems at the moment. My sister just isn't coping.
And what's that got to do with what's happening to me? That's not an excuse for her behavior towards me, Jerry. It doesn't matter to me at all, to be honest.
Well, that's why my father and I don't want anything more to do with what's going on. I really don't want to get involved in this problem you two are having, okay?
But you're supposed to be my husband and help me out. How could you? How far are you going to go in playing the victim, Jerry? I am so over this way you're acting.
I'm not playing the victim or anything like that, Roxy. Please don't be like this. I just don't want to be involved in the fight. We don't have much leeway either, so I can't just easily go against my sister.
What do you mean you can't afford to do that? How is it that you can't disobey Stacy? It makes no sense when, as her brother, you should be able to say no. Is this because she's married to that guy? What's his name? Cody? The president of the company? Is that why you can't say anything but yes to her?
No, that's not it at all, Roxy. Besides, you understand that I know that you're infertile, right? She's pregnant and doesn't want you hanging around. You understand, right?
Excuse me? What the heck did you just say to me? Did you just say that I'm infertile? What the heck is the problem with you people?
You know that my father just wants grandchildren now, okay? And it's obvious for us that children weren't going to be in the picture anytime soon. My sister is pregnant, Roxy. At this point, she's doing better in life than you are, Roxy. She's able to actually carry a baby in her belly. Knowing that keeps my father going.
Wow, really? This crap again? I've had enough of this. There is absolutely no point in talking to you anymore. I didn't think you were that horrible to say something like that.
Wait a minute, Roxy. I was just saying that so you understand why Stacy is wanting to be back here. Please, believe me. Please answer me.
Oh, dear sister-in-law. Roxy, are you going to answer me? How's it going? How comfortable is the storage room, huh? Easy to sleep in, right? It's nice and cool at night when there's a nice breeze coming in, yeah? I chose it especially for you, so I hope that you like that little feature.
Oh yes, I totally agree with you, Stacy. I'm sure that the breeze that blows through the storage room is quite cool. So nice that you thought of me in that way.
Right? I told you that I've got your best interests at heart. And also, on top of that, you can play with the insects as well. You'll get well acquainted living together.
Ah, I see what you mean about the bugs. It's still summer, so of course there's still a lot of bugs hanging around. Yeah, you're right. But I do have to apologize. I'm not in the storage room anymore. I know how much trouble you went into getting all of this sorted for me, but I really couldn't stay there.
Huh? What do you mean you left? Really? But why? Like you said, I thought that it would be the perfect place for you to live in since I kicked you out of the house.
Well, yes, I left. Of course I knew that there was no way that I was going to be able to fall asleep in here when there are so many bugs and I can feel the wind blow through. So I actually left town so that I could find some decent accommodation. I've started staying at a business hotel. I wanted to feel a bit more comfortable.
Oh, what? You actually did leave? Wow, I thought that you would have stuck it out for a bit longer than this. Ugh, well, aren't you boring? What's happened to your stuff then?
I decided to take only my valuables since I can at least leave them here at the business hotel, and I left the rest at the company. The truck's coming tomorrow.
Oh, why must you be so boring and organized, huh? I was trying to have some fun with this, and you go ahead and ruin it. So rude of you, Roxy. Since you had a good chance to be there, you should have stayed in the storage room. I suppose you've got no sense of adventure. I guess that makes you a boring woman, huh?
Excuse me? You're calling me a boring woman? Whatever for? Must you feel like you have the right to insult me, Stacy? Is this really necessary?
I'm just saying that because Jerry was always talking about that when it came to you. Also my father as well. You're a boring woman, Roxy, and he said he was bored of being with you. I think you're really boring as well and don't fit into this family at all. That's why I needed you to leave. I was doing you a favor, Roxy.
Oh, is that so, Stacy? Well, to be honest, I don't care what you've got to say about me, and I don't care what your family thinks about me either.
Oh, wow. Since when did you become so strong and forceful? What a joke. A shut-in like you wouldn't be able to survive when you got kicked out of the house. I don't intend on forgiving you for acting like this, or if you try and come for me, alright? You're not allowed back here, no matter what.
I haven't done anything to you or the rest of your family, so why would you even want to forgive me for, huh? You're the ones who forced me out.
It was good to get rid of you in the first place. I'm pretty sure that you've been cooped up in the house for too long and living like a parasite. You really need to pay back what you took from my father and my brother. Give them back the living expenses that you owe them, you little thief.
You do realize that I wasn't mooching off your family, right? I was always at home more often because I've been working from home, Stacy.
Yeah, and doing what exactly? What work could you be possibly doing at home? Drawing pictures, am I correct in saying that? I assume you might get a little bit of pocket money every now and then for that, but it's not a proper job, Roxy. So don't talk utter crap to me.
But you know, if we really think about it, I've been doing a lot more than you ever have, Stacy. You've never had a proper job, am I right?
What are you talking about? What's that got to do with me kicking you out of my house? So what if I've never had a job, Roxy? So what if I married a man who has money, Roxy? Also, on top of that, I'm a full-time housewife, so I've got no time to work at all. It's a tough job to have.
Well, yes, I think that being that now is a tough job, yes. But ever since you've left school and gotten married, you've been at home, right?
So what? What's wrong with living at your parents' house, Roxy? I'm not some parasite. I'm an essential part of this family. I'm not someone from the outside like you are.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that because it seems like you've done nothing almost your whole adult life. I'm trying to speak the truth, Stacy.
Well, that's enough. Even though I'm talking to an idiot like you, I'll never reveal my guilt to someone like you to use it against me. You're so sneaky, Roxy. If you're not going to want to take back what's yours, then why don't you just leave us alone and drop to the lower classes of society? I'd rather you be miserable right now.
Well, you can't predict something like that happening to me, Stacy. You never know what could happen to someone you've got no control over.
Well, that's what I want, and I always get what I want. I want you to be living a miserable life so that I no longer have to put up with you ever again. Got it? Excuse me? Are you going to reply to me or what? I've been trying to contact you, you little cow. What the heck are you doing? I just got a call telling me to leave the house as soon as possible. What's the meaning of this, huh? Since when do I have to leave?
Oh, hi there. I was wondering when you were going to get a phone call. That was my lawyer calling you, by the way. She's right in what she said. The house has officially been sold to another family, so please do as you're told and move out immediately. Stacy, I mean it. It's time to leave.
What the heck are you talking about? Just wait a minute, okay? How could you possibly be able to kick me out of this house? What do you mean the house has been sold?
Don't you get it, Stacy? The house that you're living in is no longer suitable to live in, okay? What's so difficult for you to understand, huh? Do I have to repeat myself?
Since when did you get the God-given right to kick me out of this house for? Since when was the house sold without my prior knowledge of it happening?
That house that you claim to have all the rights to, well, it's actually in my name. So I can actually do whatever I want with it, Stacy. You really messed up, didn't you?
Excuse me? What do you mean that the house is in your name? How is that even possible when it's my father's house, huh? Stop lying to me, Roxy!
I'm not lying to you, Stacy. Wow, did you really have no idea about this? I was the one who paid for the renovations on this house, so they changed it to be in my name. You do know that your father and your brother haven't put any money towards the renovations or the home loans on the house for a while now, right?
Are you actually kidding me right now? This can't be true, surely. This house, it's actually in your name? Did you scam them into doing this? This is just some sick joke, right? How has nobody told me about this happening? This doesn't make any sense to me at all. Explain yourself, Roxy!
Both your father and Jerry have a lot of pride when it comes to themselves. It's so stupid, to be honest with you. They didn't want to admit to anyone that I paid for everything.
But it just doesn't make sense that they wouldn't tell me since I'm the eldest daughter and sister. Great. So what am I supposed to do now?
Well, it looks like the three of you have got no choice but to leave the premises and never come back. You're going to have to leave the house and pack up everything you own. I'm only going to give a very limited amount of time to do this, so you better hurry up. If you continue to claim this house as your own, then I'll have no choice but to call the police.
Whoa! Just hold on just a damn minute, okay? There's no need to go that far, and you need to give me a lot more time since we have a lot of stuff in here. There's no need for you to be so arrogant towards me. I've got rights, you know? This is my parents' house, for goodness sake. What gives you any right to kick me out?
Oh, it's fine for you to kick me out of my house and toss my belongings in the garden, but when I do that to you, I can't do it? I can't throw your stuff out my window since the house is in my name?
No, you shouldn't be allowed to do that at all. That's just unfair since you're just a stranger who invaded my family's life. Don't you know I'm at full term? You can't just violate my rights.
Look, everything's going to be all right. When you finally leave the house, I'll have a car come by and pick you up. Just stay in the hospital until your child is born, okay?
Huh? Are you kidding me right now? How on earth am I supposed to make that happen when I'm having no labor symptoms yet?
No, I totally understand. The baby that's in your belly right now is not at fault, and I'm trying to think of what's best for the child and the woman giving birth to it. I would like to do my best to support the baby and you during this trying time, at least until you give birth, since I want the baby to also be born in a safe and healthy place. But you've really got to leave the house, especially because of what you did to me. It's my house, and there's no other way to put it. I don't know what your father and Jerry will do.
Well, shouldn't you also be giving more support to me and to them since you're doing this to us? How on earth did you manage to pay for the renovations in the first place? I thought that you were a shut-in and hardly ever left the house. I thought that you were unemployed and lived off of my father and brother.
Well, you're wrong because I'm not unemployed. As I tried to explain to you, I've got a job. I work as an illustrator and I earn a decent wage from it.
Wait, what? You're actually an illustrator? I've heard something about that job before, but I thought it was just drawing that didn't earn much.
How do you not know this field? Didn't you know that there's big changes happening in the industry and more illustrations are needed? There are huge advertisements all over the airport and down by the mall about illustrators needed for developing new smartphone games.
Well, I do know a little bit about it. I'm not completely stupid. Those games are developed and operated by Cody's company.
Yes, I do know that. I was in charge of the character design for the game that his company is working on, Stacy.
I'm sorry, what? You were in charge of something? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess you're full of surprises, aren't you, Roxy?
Do you finally believe that I'm actually doing a proper job for once? I don't know why it took you so long to actually listen to me and actually believe what I say.
No, that's not it at all. But if this were all true, there was no way that it was that obvious. You keep to yourself way too much, so I wouldn't know a lot about what you do.
I don't think it's impossible to not know what I'm doing, considering I've got my own space where I design and draw my ideas, Stacy. But I'm also not working under my real name. You know what I'll do? I'll send you a business card so that you can know what's going on and that you can show Cody as well.
Okay, so I talked to Cody about what you told me, and he admitted that you're a designer. He was also surprised, as this was the first time that he's heard about this from you. Why the heck haven't you said anything to us about this? Why have you been so silent about this up until now? It makes no sense to me.
Well, a lot of the reason why I kept so quiet about it is because I have several jobs going on at the same time. I remember seeing an advertisement at the airport not so long ago. I actually accepted the job offer before you both got married to each other. Also, I've never talked to Cody directly about what I do for work.
If that's really the case, it doesn't surprise me that you were able to pay for the renovations since you had so many jobs and now this one. Why must you be so silent around me and my family about this? Can't you just tell me your reasons for this? I just want to understand.
I don't know, because I just left that part out in terms of telling you. It's not something I like to brag about. And your father and brother insisted, okay? You know, being nice to me now isn't going to work, Stacy. It's too late to take back what happened. I'm going to inform Cody about the matter between us.
What? But I hardly did anything to you. Just wait a minute, please, Roxy. Please just stop this. This is just an internal conflict we have, okay? I can make this right if you let me. We're family, remember? It's natural for us to fight and bicker about things, and you were also keeping secrets from us, so basically we're even now, right?
What the heck, Stacy? This isn't how it works. You literally kicked me out of my house, and you tried to make me sleep in some disgusting storage room. I don't think I can take all that back since you were so horrible and obviously didn't care about me being on the street. All you care about is yourself, and that will never change.
Please, just don't say anything to my husband, okay? He doesn't need to know because it's not his business. He's not involved with this. Come on! I'm actually sorry that I didn't know enough about you. What's it going to take for you to forgive me for what happened? I'll do anything, okay?
No, I don't plan on forgiving you at all. You threw my stuff out into the garden and you didn't listen to me. What's worse is that you all turned against me, even my own husband. You do know that you released all those disgusting bugs into the warehouse before I went in there, right? I'm not dumb, Stacy.
Huh? What do you mean? I didn't do anything like that. I can't help that there were bugs in the storage room. Please don't be like this. Don't tell my husband what happened.
I was sleeping in there and you knew that. Don't you know that all of this is your fault? Were you trying to harass me? I was just about to leave, but I took a video instead. And you know what I'm going to do with that video? I intend to send it to Cody so he knows what kind of conditions you threw me into.
Please Please don't do that. He doesn't need to see anything like that. I'm really sorry. Please, I'll do anything to make this up to you. Just don't kick me out of the house.
Ah, oops. It's already too late. I already sent it to him before you replied to me. Oh well. I wonder what he's going to think of his pregnant wife now.
How dare you? Please unsend it. Come on, Roxy. I'm really sorry, and I didn't mean to do any of those things.
It's too late. I've got nothing more to say to you, so with that, I'm going to go now. Get out of the house now, or you'll be walking to the hospital.
Please, you can't do this to me right now. I need help, especially since I'm pregnant. There's no way that I can walk all the way to the hospital by myself. Help me out, Roxy. I didn't mean to do what I did. I don't want my husband to leave me or my family. They're going to be so unhappy with me. Don't ruin my life. I'm sorry. Please come back and help me.
Your days of messing with my life are over, Stacy. I'm just trying to teach you how to be nice to people. I'm going to block you now. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. Goodbye and good riddance. After that dilemma, Roxy blocked Stacy from messaging her. She never wanted to see or have any contact with her ever again. She couldn't believe that the responsibility of the house was passed on Roxy by her father and Jerry. She's also been cut off by her family, whom she trusted to be on her side. Also, Roxy's father-in-law and Jerry have had a lot of difficulty trying to make ends meet. It seems like they were up to their ears in debt and didn't know what to do about it. All three of them must now be living a difficult life, living to feed themselves the next day. It seems that Cody is taking care of the newborn baby by himself after ditching his wife, Stacy. Roxy goes over to meet him sometimes, and she thinks the baby is very cute. Roxy is still working as an illustrator and often receives a lot of work from Cody. She's able to live a stable and self-fulfilling life every day. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Jackie, I have some very good news for you.
Lance? What kind of good news do you have for me? You said that you were heading over to your mom's house today, so does this have to do with her in any way?
That's right. It sure does have to do with my mom. Starting next week, we're going to have Mom come move in with us. And I'm wanting for us to be the ones to take care of her from now on.
What? What do you mean she's coming to live with us?
Well, I just had a talk with my mom about all this, and she asked that she can come live with us now. Things in the house will become more exciting now, so I'm sure that's fine with you, right?
What? Hold on a second. I didn't know about any of this before, Lance. You and I had only just had our wedding yesterday as well, so why have things changed so rapidly since then, when we'd been talking about where to go next with our relationship?
I told you that we just decided on this a second ago, so you weren't going to be told about it beforehand. Now, go ahead and start getting things ready for her. And Jackie, please don't tell me that you're not liking the fact that my mom will come live with us. You're my wife, and should listen and obey all I have to say.
But you and I are living together now, so it should be important for you to come and talk to me first before making decisions like that. Right?
Well, when it comes to this house, it is my house. Which means I'm the one who gets to choose what to do with it. Jeez. You've always been so annoying about this stuff. But whether you like it or not, you're going to listen to what I've asked, right? Thank you now.
There is no way, though. I've already been putting all my effort into supporting you. And when it comes to your mom, she's always so pushy with me. I'm not going to be able to stand any of her in this house.
Is this about our living expenses? Don't worry about that. You have all that money from your parents, so you are more than able to pay for my mom as well now.
My money from my parents? Don't say it like that. And this has nothing to do with their money. Why don't you have any idea what I'm talking about here?
You're getting real annoying again. You're my wife now, and I'm not going to take you talking back to me anymore. We may have been dating for a long time now, but you still need to learn your place. I am asking you to support both my mom and I now. That's your husband's orders. Mom is going to start living with us starting next week, so make sure there's a room ready for her. All right?
Why do you get to decide everything on your own?
On my own? What's wrong with me wanting to take care of my family? I feel terrible for my mom because she's always having to live on her own.
Then you're saying that it doesn't matter to you how I feel about this?
Huh? What are you talking about? Of course not. You're nothing to me. You have no blood relation to me and my family.
Remember when my parents were doing awful and you did nothing for me and them? Yet when your parents, your mom, is having a hard time, you want to be right there for her while asking me, your wife, to do your bidding? And you're also going to call me a stranger now?
Of course. All you are to me as my wife is a tool that I can use. So you'd better quit it with that attitude right now. Selfish witch. Get to it right now. And make sure that from now on, you're listening to everything I tell you without barking back.
So that's what's been happening, Avery. What the heck? I can't believe him. I had already gotten a message from Lance saying that you were talking back to him and all this. But he's the real problem here, obviously. He's not able to be dealt with at all right now. You can't even talk to him without his opinions overwhelming the conversation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for all of this to get that out of hand for even you. Well, you don't have to say that to me. You and I have known one another ever since high school, and we've always managed to get past anything together. And know that I have no plans of siding with someone like Lance anyway. Saying something like that does make me feel a little bad for him. Bullcrap! You've always been too kind to someone like Lance when you really should have been putting him in his place. I get that back when you guys first started to date in school, it was fun to be the cute girl that spoiled her boyfriend, but we are way past that now. That's true. Having you say that to me now helps me understand that you're right about me spoiling him. I guess without ever having another set of eyes on the situation, I had no clue I was letting him get away with so much. Well, it's a problem, right? Right? Remember how last year he became really sick and had to leave his job for good? He didn't even bother continuing his recovery at the hospital, instead clinging to you to do everything for him. But he'd been working on finding himself a part-time job and all that recently, and that's why he and I were having that wedding. You stop that. He is just trying to make you feel as though he's getting better. Remember back when you got married, you had asked for Lance to get a new job, and that led to you guys having a really balanced life. Right. Well, what happened after that? Well, after my parents passed away, we thought that since I had nobody that I would need to be taken care of as they got into their old age, I could be around for his parents. It wasn't set in stone at the time, but I think that Lance assumed I could be more free due to my ability to focus on him and his family now. Now, talking to you about it, I realize that I fell for his trap by making it seem that I have all this emotional leeway still and can take his mom into our house. I see. I'm sure it really sucks having to see that he's been undermining you this whole time. So you're going to have to dig deeper and make sure that you don't collapse. Okay. Let me tell you right now, I do not want to live with Lance's mom. I don't mind that she says some things about me from time to time, but there are days she'll throw things at me and others where she'll throw my cooking away on purpose. And the number one thing is, I don't think that I can live with Lance the way he is any longer. We had even had our wedding not too long ago, yet look at him. I had really thought that by having the wedding, it would have shown him how much I really cared for him. But he seems to have only taken that as me being more submissive to his every command. I really hoped that the wedding would have brought him back to how kind he was to me in high school, but it might have done the exact opposite. I don't think he'll ever be as kind to you as he was back then. I'm sorry. I can't let you keep thinking he's going to ever be kind to you again, so I'm being as honest as I can. I'm looking at your guys' marriage from the outside, and I'm going to say you should both stop it. Hey, Jackie, if you end up having no place to go, you're always welcome to come here. Is that all right? You are busy being a lawyer right now, though. That's nothing. I've started to get a little lonely living here on my own, so don't mind me. Thank you so much, Avery.
Hey, there's still not a room cleaned up from my mom yet. Did I not tell you to get that done as soon as possible for me? Now that I think about it, where have you been the past day or so? Where's my food?
I'm not going to be coming home today, and actually, I won't be coming back there for a while now.
Huh? There's no way you're saying that to me now, of all times. Leaving your husband to fend for himself? And not bothering to come back? Are you out of your mind?
What is all this? How are you not worried about me at all? And about how I'm feeling and doing right now?
What kind of joke is that? Are you done yet? I'm not your husband to sit around and worry about how you're doing. I'm your husband so that you have to worry about me. I might have slipped up making a witch like you my wife, though, out of everyone else. Not feeling so good today. Everything my manager said to me then is coming back to me now. Oh, it hurts so bad thinking about what he said. Yet, I have no wife here to comfort me. I'm gonna collapse from all this.
Ugh, you need to stop acting like such a baby. You keep something like that up, people that are actually dealing with problems are not going to look so kindly upon you.
What? Wait. I'm having huge problems myself, aren't I? Now stop with all that and get back home to make me my dinner. If you're not back here soon, I'm gonna kick you out of this house. Do you want me doing that to you?
Well, I'm out of there now, so go ahead and kick me out. I can't stand being around you in that house anymore, Lance.
What? What? What the heck are you going on about now? Hey, say something to me again. See how I'll react. You not able to come up with anything else to say to me now? Hey. How about you get your head on straight and then come back home to me already? I get that you want me to feel something by doing what you're doing, but I'm not seeing the reason behind any of this, so it's kind of pointless. Hey, are you gonna keep ignoring me like that?
You're so dang rude.
Well, it's about time you replied back to me. Hurry up and get back here. My mom is not gonna be happy when she finds out there's not a room ready for her yet here.
She's your mom, though, right? How about you start to clean up that room and get it ready for her?
Huh? It's your job as the wife to take care of things at home. And the fact that you're even telling me what to do now is screwed up. You are a worthless wife sometimes, I tell you. Are we done here yet? A woman with the attitude of you can only be loved by one man. And that's me. The only man that would ever be kind enough to actually forgive you for acting like that is me. And only me. If you understand that, then get your butt back home right now and apologize to me. Then I'll be willing to forgive you for all this childish crap.
Ugh. So what you're saying is I'd be better off not being a wife to anyone at all? Then let's call it quits right now.
What are you trying to say to me this time? You trying to tell me that you want to get a divorce now? I'm sorry, but if the both of us don't agree to a divorce, then it's not gonna happen. Too bad for you.
Is that right? That's the case with a divorce, right? I guess I should have been a little bit more specific with you then.
Huh?
You and I haven't even been husband and wife this whole time now.
Huh?
So that means I'm not your wife.
Wait. I have no idea what you're going on about right now. You and I had a wedding, right? And the day before that, You went to the courthouse and handed in our marriage papers, right? So you can stop trying to lie about how you and I are not married right now. Ha!
Those marriage papers were never processed by the courthouse.
What?
I'm saying that you and I aren't married right now because the courthouse never took them from me and processed them.
Huh? But you and I went to the courthouse together that one time, right?
There were some problems with the forms, so I had to go in there and fill them out again.
Really?
We handed those forms in on your day off from work, and then they asked for me again a few days later to fill them out again and hand them in one more time. That came from them the day after you and I had gotten married, so I was planning on waiting for you to come home and we could talk about what happened with them. But then you went to your mom's house instead of coming home to see me and told me later that day that your mom would be coming to live with us. Right?
Then that means right now, you and I...
We are nothing more than strangers right now.
Wait. This joke is going on a little too long now, don't you think? You can stop it with all the BS now, alright?
If you go to the courthouse and ask for them yourself, you'll be able to see that you are still registered as being single in their system and that I'm single myself.
You think I'd ever go there and look into something like that? I want to know why you're trying to keep that stupid, annoying lie going right now.
And I'm telling you that this is neither a joke or a lie. Also, I don't want to be with you anymore. Not even in the same proximity as you. I am not some kind of tool of yours that you can use on whatever you'd like. So you stop it with that whole act you've been putting on and straighten up. I have been one of the most kind girlfriends ever, taking care of your costs of living for you and everything else. But I'm stopping all that. And when it comes to all that money I've lent you so far, I'm going to have you pay all of that back to me. And there'll be interest on it if you don't pay me back in time.
What? You're gonna charge me for interest as well?
You and I have been signing documents on all that money for a while now, and you've been signing it in your name, right? Well, I'm going to make sure that you follow up with everything you signed, and that if you won't, there will be an interest charged on the money you owe me now.
I have some memory of the documents you're talking about. Wait. What is actually going on here, though? This isn't good. Especially for me. Not having you around me anymore would spell major trouble. I can't have the life I enjoy now without you being my wife. What the heck am I going to do if you really do just get up and leave me for good? You already know that my mom has bad legs. Can't really take care of herself really well anymore, right? I feel so terrible for her. There is no way a decent person would leave me by myself to take care of her all alone.
I'm not going to continue being your tool anymore. So from here on out, it's over with me spoiling you like I have been. So stop trying to act like you're in such a hard spot in life. You already told me that I'm a stranger to you, right? Well, you were 100% correct about that. You and I are both total strangers to one another and always have been. So I have no responsibility to come and take care of you and your mom. Heck, I've never had that responsibility. It's crazy that I've already done so much for you as it is when I've never been your wife.
But even if we weren't legally husband and wife, we have been living together like a married couple, right? You and I have been family. So don't sit there calling me a stranger to you now. I'm sure I have said some bad things and done some bad things. But what does that matter when you happen to have some bad things about yourself as well? I have been kind by not digging into you further for all your crap.
Excuse me? You're going to say something like that now? I have been the one working my job full-time, coming home to take care of all the chores and cooking all the time, and handling all the costs in the household. Tell me what the hell you've been doing for us all that time.
I have been working on recovering from my sickness as well as looking for a full-time job. Health isn't something that you can just heal overnight. Even if it looks like I've just been going out to play around, that's all a part of my rehabilitation. You might never be able to understand that, but my life has been hard.
Shut the hell up, Lance. Then where the hell did all your feelings of thanks to those who have been supporting you go? All I've heard from you this whole time is about how you are the man of the house, so you get to make all the rules, all the choices, all the commands. I've not been volunteering to help you this whole time.
Hey, don't get so upset with me.
You've always only ever been caring about yourself and saying that you will always get the final word. Do you remember? The day that my dad collapsed? He had been living with us at the time and had fallen victim to the sickness that was going around during the epidemic. He had always had weak lungs from the start, and catching that virus only made things worse and worse. And the whole time that I was running around trying to take care of him and make sure he didn't get any more sick than he already was, you just sat around and did nothing for us.
Well, that year I had become sick myself and had to leave my job. I had too much going on already myself then. All right?
That's right. You did have too much going on yourself there. I had thought the same thing back then, and that's why I never said anything to you about it. But when my dad ended up passing away from the virus, you never came with me to his funeral. You didn't even bother asking me anything about it in general. And what makes all that worse is the day I came back from the funeral, you said something to me. Where's my dinner at?
Is that what I said then? I don't really remember what happened then.
Why do you not feel bad for anything you've done, Lance? You never tell me thank you. You never tell me you're sorry. I thought all those feelings for me should have been natural to you, considering how I was doing everything and more for us.
But doing the chores and cooking is a woman's job, right?
That's not our job at all. For so long, I was just telling myself to put up with it all and that there was no other choice. But there were other choices, and there were other ways around all that. I think back then I should have been pissed at you for what you said to me. I think I should be furious about all of that terrible attitude you gave me. I honestly wonder why this whole time I haven't noticed a thing about you being the problem. I am such an idiot for that.
Hey, why are you going on a rampage all by yourself like that now? Stop getting off topic here, all right? I was just wanting you to come home already. So get going and get your butt back here.
My God, I already told you. I am not your wife, and I am not going to let you take advantage of me like I am your wife anymore. And there's one last thing. This is about after my dad passed away and the money that he had left behind for me. You told me a little while back that I should use that money to take care of you and your mom, right? What the hell did you think that you were saying to me with that? What kind of nerve do you have? Did you just turn off your brain when saying something like that to me?
What? I was just saying what I wanted to say at the time. There was no kind of deeper meaning to any of that. Stop it with all this annoying talk already. And could you please stop acting like you aren't going to pay for my mom and I when she moves in with us?
You're not going to get away with only having your feelings be heard when all you do is go around crushing everybody else's feelings like that. I'm not giving you another cent. And instead, I'm going to be getting a settlement from you. I had to go through a lot of mental trauma being around you, and I deserve something in return for that.
Huh? What the heck are you going on about? Well, if that's your plan, then I'm going to get one of my friends who happens to be a lawyer and have her help me sue your butt. I'll have you sued for trying to slander me like that.
You will? Well, we'll have to see how well any of that will go for you then. Now, as for all the messages you and I have been sending back and forth to one another, and the recordings I have of some of our conversations, and the videos I have of your mom messing with me anytime she'd come over, I'm going to use all of those as evidence when taking you to court. Also, I've been going to therapy for all that's been going on, so I'll have my therapist send her papers on me to the court as well, proving that you have in fact been the source of all my mental trauma.
Hey, wait! Let me ask you some things about that really quick. What recordings do you have of us? And videos of my mom? What do you mean by all that?
A while back, I had gotten some advice from Avery about this. When it comes to being in a very serious relationship with someone, like how things had been with you, she said to always make sure to take evidence of anything that's been troubling me. And, well, there have been a lot of things troubling me, and she's been there for me every step of the way, making sure I've been taking the right actions. And I am so thankful for having her around.
Huh? That makes no sense. What trouble have I been causing you anyway? Everything I've been saying and doing to you has been right.
Well, the one who will be deciding if what you've been doing has really been right will not be you.
That freaking Avery. She's gone and stabbed me in the back here.
Was that friend of yours who's a lawyer perhaps Avery? Sorry about that, Lance.
Crap. I've already told you this plenty of times now, but I was made sick by my old job, and I've been dealing with some mental issues myself this whole time. Don't you feel horrible making someone who has been going through some issues with their mental health be responsible for things they didn't mean? Making them look bad and all that?
And in your case, you never knew anything about me. Never knew anything about what I have been having to go through. So would you stop trying to make it look as though you've had it worse than me?
You're being awfully sassy for a woman right now.
My sex has nothing to do with how I want to act right now. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I can't be struggling just as much, if not more, than you. You have no right to be constantly using your health, your behavior as an excuse for the way you treat others as though they're beneath you.
Huh? Jackie, have you forgotten all about what I did for you back in high school? The fact that you've forgotten all about that, I'm gonna make you regret it.
I am thankful about things back then. But me being thankful for what you did to me all the way back then ends today. That house that I've been letting you live in, I'm taking it back and I am tearing it down.
Huh?
Well, the house happens to be mine, which I got from my dad before he passed away. My name is on the place and everything, right? Actually, I want you to thank me for letting you live in that house with me for the past year or so without forcing you to pay a thing.
But, you told me it was totally fine for me to move into it with you.
That never meant that I was going to let you have the house for the rest of your life. It's not like you were married to me in the first place either. Just a stranger when it came to legal things.
I have heard enough of these lies. My mom is already on her way over here right now, Jackie.
Is that right? Well, then that's a real waste of time and effort on her end. I've already gone and sent the information to my realtor, and they have plans for that house now. So hurry up and get out of that place. If you don't plan on leaving the house soon, I'll talk with my lawyer about what to do with you. And, well, you probably don't want to know what could happen next. But at least in my case, I happen to have some money saved up, so I'll be fine.
But I'm not going to be fine if you take this house from me. It's way too expensive to hire a nurse to go and take care of my mom. And I don't have a job right now to pay for any of that.
Oh, haven't you been working part-time 3 days a week? Don't tell me all of that has been you going into that strip club you've been frequenting lately. You thought I never knew anything about that? You thought that I was far too stupid to pick up on what was going on there? I want to know what the hell you've been thinking. I'm sure that you haven't been making much at that part-time job, but why haven't you been using that money to help me pay for things? How long did you think you could just stay in that house with me rent-free and not have to pay for a dang thing while I work my butt off paying for it all? I understand that everybody is going through something and that they can't be perfect. There are people that have to go to the hospital every week while also working a full-time job. There are people that have to work part-time jobs for a while as they get back on both of their feet to face the world again. There are people that can't get out of bed, whether that be because of their physical health or their mental health, but they keep fighting anyway. But what the hell has it been with you? Who do you think you are? What the actual frick are you trying to do here? Do you understand the word limit? Well, I happen to be at my limit with you. Just absolutely done with ever wanting to deal with you again.
Hey, calm down. I'm gonna rethink things, okay? Also, my health has been getting a lot better recently. It was slow at first, but it's been on its way back to normal. I promise you that I'll be getting back to work. So would you stop acting like that? All right?
That's a good point. Someday you will be back to your normal, healthy self again. And I was a complete idiot for believing that bullcrap before.
Jackie?
I have had it up to here with your crap, you jerk. You hurry the hell up and get out of my dad's house, frickin' bastard. And you never, ever come around me in that house again.
What? Wait a sec. Settle down already. If I don't have you around, I'll seriously be screwed for good. I love you, Jackie. I love you so much.
Shut the hell up.
No way. Please forgive me.
There is nothing else I want to sit here talking to you about anymore. Get the hell out of that house right now. Give me back the money I'll be asking for, and never show your face around me ever again. That's it. There is nothing else I want from you, and there is nothing else I need to be talking to you about. Now you can talk with my lawyer the next time you have anything actually worthwhile saying.
Hey, you hold it right there. I'll apologize to you for everything. All right?
Goodbye forever.
Jackie! Wait just a little while longer for me. Jackie! I'm not screwing around here. Crap.
Avery, I've finished talking with the pile of trash. But even still, this is just the beginning of what's to come next regarding him. You're all right. You don't have to do anything else with him now. I just got a few nasty texts from Lance myself a second ago, but I blocked him, so I'm not troubled. Is that right? I hope he didn't say anything too crazy to you then. Not at all. I should have blocked that son of a witch a long time ago, but just forgot because I'm so busy. But, like I had said to you before, there was no real hope for you trying to stay with Lance. He's not the kind of man you deserve to be with, and he's even gone ahead and shown you that himself now. Yeah, but I still remember the Lance from back in high school. That's when both my parents got that divorce, and I was left stuck between them, falling into a pit of despair. But just before I was completely enveloped in my thoughts and feelings, Lance came along to be by my side. However, that Lance from back then is nowhere to be found anymore, huh? He's been long gone for a while now, and it took me way too long to figure that one out, unfortunately. Jackie, you shouldn't be upset at yourself over something like this, okay? There's no point in regretting the past, nor should you even be holding on to it like that. Just because he was kind to you in the past does not mean you have to sacrifice yourself for him now. He has nothing to offer you. So it's all just a waste of your mind and time. That's right. Thank you for saying that, Avery. And thank you for being my friend, Jackie. Had it not been for you being around me all these years, I would have never had a friend standing behind me, cheering me on as I became a lawyer. All my family and everyone else was telling me I couldn't make it happen. But you stood behind me and said the words I needed to hear. That pushed me forward. So that's why I'm giving this my all to make sure that you come out of that relationship with Lance on top. Me being here to support you as you fight is my way of showing you that I'm thankful for what you've done. Avery, I'm so happy to have you as my friend, Avery. And I feel the same way. Having you as my friend leaves me feeling really, really happy. As for the settlement I had been wanting to ask Lance to pay me, it was a really difficult process at first getting it. But after getting all the evidence we had for the judge on the table, Avery and I were able to get the judge to agree to the settlement and have it pushed through. And as for the money I had been lending to Lance, since I had signed documents from him telling the amount I gave him and the amount he would owe me someday, I was able to get that all back from him as well. None of this would have been possible if it weren't for Avery, so I will be thankful for her work for the rest of my life. Lance was also forced out of the house by the law, and right now the place is being prepared for demolishing. The house was very old, and both my dad and I had been talking about tearing the place down and building a brand new house on the land. So I'm thinking that's just what I'll do here, and I'll make sure the house is just enough for me in the end. When it comes to Lance himself, he seems to have run back to his mom. who had been living in this small apartment and forced himself in with her. But even with him finding a new place to live, he'd not really gotten any medical care for his sickness. And it had been so long since he actually went out looking for a proper job that no place would bother giving him an interview. So because of that, he's been stuck working part-time still, trying to make ends meet that way. However, even with him working somewhat, his mom has begun to catch on to how much of a failure her son has been, and now those two are stuck fighting one another every single day. And soon after the fights started to get really bad, they were kicked out of the apartment complex by their landlord, or at least that's what I've heard. Which, if that's really the case for them now, I'm sure they're out on the streets now, sleeping at 24/7 fast food restaurants or outside of gas stations under the lights. But unlike those two, until my new house is finished being built and everything, I'll be continuing my stay over at Avery's house. We get to spend every day together at her house, and it's so much fun thinking of it as though we're back in high school again having sleepovers. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.